building when the service is over, and then next Sunday when we enter the church building, we pick it up again. It's by living a sermon that others will want to join in and be a part of what God's blessing. I'm Tommy Toombs of Heber Springs First United Methodist Church, reminding you that you can preach any sermon you want, but people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Good or bad, things are always changing in the communications business, and our telco has to change with the times. The telephone industry nationwide will now be required to go to 10-digit dialing for all calls, including your local calls. So beginning April the 24th, there will be a phase-in period for you to begin dialing the 10 digits. That allows you to get into the habit, because October the 24th, it will be mandatory, or your call will not go through without dialing the area code plus local number. If you need more information, call our telco 501-745-2114.
At Heber Springs Eye Care Center, they could see your entire family for routine eye exams. But did you know they also accept many medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross, Health Advantage, Qual Choice, and United Healthcare, among others. They treat and manage many eye diseases such as complications of diabetes, glaucoma, macular degeneration, dry eyes, and they co-manage many surgical procedures. To ensure you keep looking good, call Heber Springs Eye Care Center today to schedule your comprehensive eye health exam.
Howdy, y'all. This is Clay Cooper, and I'd like to invite you to come see my show, Clay Cooper's Country Express in Branson, Missouri. We have 25 incredible entertainers, the best band in the land, comedy, dancing, old country, new country, rock and roll, gospel, and a great salute to our American veterans. Visit our website at claycoopertheater.com or call 417-332-CLAY. We're just real people having a real good time.
It's time now for exciting Yellow Jacket baseball action on the Trip, 94.7 and 97.3. After 2 consecutive years of conference championships and trips to the state, and then 2020 was a washout. But Coach Prince is back with a young team that's ready for baseball action with the Boys of Summer. Today's game brought to you by Ozark Health Medical Center, F.L. Davis Ace Clinton, Flag Law Firm, Justin Collision Repair and Towing, The River Company Insurance, Joe Lee Chevrolet, First Security Bank, Grassroots Equipment, Farm Bureau Insurance, and by Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The video, Facebook, and YouTube streams when internet is available by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and by Cowboy CDJR. Play of the Game is brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and your announcer for today's game is KHBQ sports announcer Mike Hawley. Your producer is Keith Parrish. And now, let's make a trip to the baseball field for some exciting Yellow Jacket baseball action on the Trip.
And Yellow Jacket softball is on the air. Lady Yellow Jackets are back home after a big victory on Friday at Bon Isle, and they'll take on a very good Penguin Tiger team here at the local ballparks here in Clinton. If you're in the area, you still got time to come on down, watch some good softball here on what's going to turn out to be a cool, windy, overcast afternoon. And glad you could join us live stream and on the radio on 94.7 The Trip. It's Mike Hawley here this afternoon. Sid King and Keith Parrish back in the studios. And we try to bring the Yellow Jacket softball today. It's a big game for Lady Yellow Jackets as they come in with a record of 16 wins and 4 losses, but they're 7-0 in conference play, a chance for an undefeated conference season with a win today. And they already gained a share of the conference championship. With a win today, they would be the outright conference champions. Penguin comes in with a really good record. They're 11-4. They're 5-2 in conference play. They're tied for third right now. They're probably going to be the 4th seed as we head to the district tournament next week. But they won 7 of their first 8 ball games this year, and they are currently on a 3-game winning streak. Where they beat Harding Academy 9-0, Carlisle 3-1, and then yesterday got a big win over Class 4A Batesville. And they beat Batesville by a score of 4-1. So they're playing good defense. They're getting good pitching. They don't give up many runs. So this should be a pretty good ball game today between Clinton and Penguin. A couple of teams with common scores. They lost to Bon Isle 2-1, but that was a game in which they led 1-0 heading into the 7th inning. Had a couple of errors, tied the game, and a couple of errors gave Bon Isle the win 2-1. Yellow Jackets, of course, had a tough game at Ball Knob on Friday. Had to come from behind. They trailed early 4-0. Came back to win 9-5. And then Penguin also lost to Rosebud 8-2. And it was a game Clinton had to come back to win that one. Won by a score of 9-5 over Rosebud last Friday, a week ago Friday. They do have a really good win early in the season, 4-3 over Star City. Star City's 15-3 on the season, and they are leading the 8-4A conference. So that's a good win for Penguin earlier in the season, a 4-3 win over Star City. Yellow Jackets, Penguin has a lot of softball, baseball tradition, so it should be a good ball game today here at Clinton, where the umpires have yet to make their appearance on the field. I always hate to say that because we've had a couple 3 games this year. We came on the air, and there were no umpires. And in Riverview, they never showed up. And at Ball Knob, a 4 o'clock start turned into a 4:15 start before one of the umpires could get there. But we are on the scene. And we are just moments away from softball here in Clinton. If you're in the Van Buren Faulkner County area, you can listen to the game on 94.7 The Trip or 97.3. Our station stretches down into Greenbrier and Conway. If you have relatives that live outside of those counties, especially if you're down in Penguin and White County, if you want to listen to the game, you can go to the Trip 94.7 app, download it for free, and you can listen to the ball game there. And if internet available, and so far so good, you can watch the game on KHPQ Facebook page or the KHPQ Sports on YouTube on the live stream. I hope we can keep enough internet available and going. Right now, so far so good. And we will try to bring the Yellow Jacket softball today. Yellow Jacket baseball team is across town. They're playing Penguin over in the parks near the high school. And the Yellow Jackets with a tough loss yesterday. And it was I'm definitely going to sting for a while. I'm not even the coach, and I couldn't even hardly sleep last night after the Yellow Jackets lost that one. They led 11-0 at one point, and they led 19-10 at one point. And Ball Knob, give them credit, they came back twice, and they came back to win the game by a score of 20-19 last night, a football score last night in Ball Knob. Well, let's take our break. When we come back, we'll have softball, Yellow Jacket softball from the field. You'll listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the Trip 94.7.
Our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
See where the first baseman stands. And we're back here in Clinton. Just moments away. The umpires are now on the field. You can probably see them in our live stream as they're meeting with both coaches. Joe Hudson out talking about the ground rules. You can see him pointing there. And each field is unique in baseball and softball, so they have special ground rules. The ball goes under the fence, if the ball goes behind the tarp. Here we have a temporary fence in close, so I'm sure one of the things they're talking about is what happens if the ball hits fair, then cuts foul, and ends up behind the temporary fence. Was that going to be a double? What's that going to be? So they're talking about those things right now. And just like last week, we're having to hold everything down. We went to Rosebud, and it was a thunderstorm. Had to hold everything down. And we're kind of taping stuff down, too, today. Can't go wrong with duct tape. Clinton will start today with Reese McDonald. She'll be lead off. She'll be playing left field. Gracie Linville batting second, playing second base. Batting third, Abigail Parks. She'll be playing third. Parks with that huge home run on Friday at Ball Knob. They got the Yellow Jackets back in the ball game. She'll be batting third. Caitlin Thatcher will be batting cleanup. She'll be playing first base. Lily Smith, the catcher today, and she's batting fifth. Annabelle Sal, shortstop, batting sixth. Annabelle had a great game at Ball Knob. In fact, one inning she retired all three Ball Knob hitters on ground balls to shortstop. Abby Tharp is the pitcher today, batting seventh. Lily Woodard in center field, batting eighth. And McKenna Bettner is the designated player or the designated hitter, and she's batting in the ninth spot for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets take the field for the pregame warm-ups. Paymer coming to bat in the top of the first. Paymer dressed in red uniforms with gray pants. The tops are red trimmed in white lettering. Yellow Jackets in their home black uniforms today, trimmed in gold. And we are ready for softball here in Clinton. Throw down to second from Lily Smith, and they throw it around the infield, and we are set. First pitch at 4:32. I'll ask my cousin sitting next to me, what's the temperature over there, Dustin? Dustin says it's 46 degrees. Feels like 42. I was out here in the park this morning at 11 o'clock running, and it was I think it was 65 degrees, and I was wearing shorts and a T-shirt, and now I'm wearing a hoodie, a T-shirt, and a coat. And we are ready for softball. And the first pitch from Tharp is a ball high. Kaylee Ware, sophomore leadoff hitter for Pangburn. Tharp's second pitch is foul back and over the screen. Playing the Pangburn Tigers, my old alma mater. I'm sitting here on the Pangburn side, so if I need any help with the roster, I got it. So, count even at 1-1. And the pitch is high, showed bunt, pulled the bat back. Wind is blowing in from right and center field. Be tough to get a ball out of the ballpark today as the wind is blowing in from the northwest. And the pitch from Tharp is high. Wind seems to affect softball quite a bit. The ball's a little bit bigger, a lot of space on it, and then the ball gets up in the air. These fielders are going to have to stay with it. The ball is going to be moving around. 3-1 the count, and ball 4. And that's how the inning starts for Pangburn with a leadoff walk to Ware. And that'll bring in Haley King. King is a junior. Runner at first, nobody out here. And King bunts to Thatcher, fields it at first, out at first, but a good job by King as she moved the runner over on the sacrifice. And we're now at second with only one out. Nice bunt by King, and that'll bring in Jansen. Erica Jansen, the hitter. Runner at second, one out. We're in the first, and the pitch is low and in the dirt. Good play by Lily Smith behind the plate to block that pitch in the dirt. And the pitch is high. Tharp still trying to get into her rhythm a little bit. The wind and the cold also affects the pitchers. Jansen's the catcher, now batting third, and takes a strike on the corner. Makes the count 2-1. Yellow Jacket fans still coming into the ballpark here. A good crowd from Pangburn out today. And the pitch on the way is a strike, an off-speed pitch on the corner. And now the count evens up at 2-2. Pangburn with a runner in scoring position, one out here in the first. Tharp gets a sign she wants. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Good play by Smith to block that one. Keeps the runner at second. Now the count goes full.
You got this, 3-2, one more.
The pitch to Jansen is a ball. And now it's first and second with one out. 2 walks here in the inning. Very uncharacteristic of Tharp. She usually throws lots of strikes. Against Ball Knob, she settled in after those first 4 hitters and then retired 8 straight in 10 out of 11. They'll bring in Candace Reed, and the pitch is inside, ball 1. Wind howling here out of the northwest. And the pitch, change up. And foul back over the screen. Count even 1-1. Got a big gust of wind as that one came in on the changeup. Hitter stayed with it. Fouled it back over the screen. A lot of dust blowing. We're probably going to be some delays today as have to wait for the dust to clear the field. Tharp to the plate, and a ball outside. Count 2-1. Just underway here, no score. Pangburn has 2 on, 1 out. Parks at third, Sal at short, Linville at second, Thatcher over at first, and the pitch is low. Now 3 and 1. McDonald in left, Woodward in center. And Ashley James out in right field. The usual starting lineup for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the corner. Count goes full. Reed steps out. Now back in. Tharp winds and fires, and a ground ball foul outside of first. Count stays full. Fans are covered up in blankets. Reminds me of a night at Jim Tomlinson Field. And we're playing football, but this is softball on April the 20th. Tharp back on. And the 3-2 pitch on the way is high, and the bases are loaded with only 1 out here in the first inning. That'll bring in the third baseman, Courtney Vess. Right-handed hitter. Parks in tied at third, and the first pitch is a strike. Players look a little chilled out on the field, trying to stay warm. And the pitch is a fly ball, base hit, right center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run's going to score. Here comes another, and they may rave home Reed. They will. And the throw to the plate, she's safe on a 3-run double by Vess. And Penguin jumps out to an early 3-0 lead on the double. Vess takes third on the throw to the plate. Penguin gets 3 walks in the inning, only a hit. But when people get on base by walk or hit batter, it just takes 1 hit to do some damage. And Vess provided the damage there for Penguin. And pitch, ground ball, base hit in the left field. And just like last Friday, Yellow Jackets fall behind 4-0 here in the top of the first inning. That's Miranda Redmond with the hit. Annika Snelson steps in. And first pitch is a strike. And the pitch to the plate is outside. Count evens up 1-1. Snelson's the left fielder. Tharp to the plate, and the pitch is high. Now 2-1. Still haven't got quite into her rhythm. Only 1 out in the inning. That was a sacrifice bunt by King. And pitch is foul back. Now count goes 2-2. Tharp to the plate, and the pitch is high, gets away from the catcher, and the runner's going to go to second on the wild pitch. Three to the pitch. Runner at second, 4-0 Penguin here in the top of the first, and the pitch is high. And another walk. Runners. Next hitter for Pangburn. First and second, one out here for Pangburn, and the pitch is a strike. Pitch from Thorpe is a foul. Pangburn dugout on deck hitter had to duck on that one. Oh, to the pitch is a changeup high. Count now 1-2. And the pitch is half swing. Did she go? Checks the umpire. No. Oh, he did call it. Called a strike there. And now there's 2 outs. Ninth batter of the inning for Pangburn will be Kylie Glenn. Lawson strikes out. That's the second out of the inning. She went for a high pitch, check swing. Umpire said she went around. And now there's 2 outs. Glenn, a left-handed hitter. Three times last week, the Yellow Jackets came from behind. They were behind at Rosebud. They were behind 7-0 against Dover, and then came back from a 4-0 deficit to beat Ball Knob. And they'll take that again today if they're going to get a win in this one. And the pitch is foul. Now it's 0-2. Looks like maybe Tharp's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm now, throwing more strikes. The wind has died down some. And the pitch from Tharp is a foul as she reaches for a high pitch. Fouls it down the third baseline. Count stays 0-2. Glenn's a left-handed hitter with a wide open stance. That front foot pointed toward first base. And she fouls it back to the screen. Hope Miss Wanda Owens is listening today. I know she made it out tonight. It's pretty cold out. Hope she can sit around the living room, watch this one, and stay warm. 0-2 the count. And the pitch from Tharp is a ground ball to short. There's Sal, boots it, picks it. Everybody's safe. As Sal booted that one and couldn't pick it up. And it'll be a bases loaded again for Pangburn, and the top of the order back up, the 10th batter to bat in the inning for the Tigers. It'll be Kylie Ware. Ware walked to open the ball game. It'll be the first error in about a week for Clinton. They were errorless against Ball Knob, and they were errorless against Rosebud. And a changeup, and Ware was way out in front of that one. That pitch was about halfway to home plate when she swung at that one. And the pitch is a ground ball to short. Sal gets another chance, fields it, throws out at first. And the first inning finally comes to an end. But Pangburn sends 10 hitters to the plate. They score 4 times. As we head to the bottom of the first, it's Pangburn 4 and Clinton coming to bat. Listen to Yellow Jackets softball on the Trip, 94.7.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is thinking outside the box with Cube. Cube is a new interactive banking service that allows you to cash checks, make deposits, make your home or auto loan payment without leaving the comfort of your vehicle. Cube uses live, local, friendly account representatives Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For extended banking hours, personal service, and convenient access, start banking outside the box with Cube at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Here's the pitch. You swing. It's a deep drive to left center field. You've hit a home run with Farm Bureau Insurance. From great rates and local agents to fast, fair claim service, it's Farm Bureau Insurance. See Kai Rhoda, Ty Glover, or Mickey Parrish for all your insurance needs at Farm Bureau Insurance today at 501-745-2117. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4:30. That's Farm Bureau.
Yep. Penguin gets 4 runs in the top of the first inning. Yellow Jackets coming to the plate. This is nothing new for Clinton. They've trailed, as we said, 3 times last week to come back to win. And it's going to take it again today. Going to do a little bit of adjustment to the camera. It's the first time we've ever broadcast from the softball fields. And we're having to get so much closer than we do the baseball park. So we're catching a lot of bit of the fence. And also the location of the bars in the fencing. Reese McDonald leading off for Clinton. And the pitch on the way is a strike. And that's how the Clinton first inning begins. McDonald steps out, asks for time, and now gets back in. And the pitch to the plate is a ground ball slowly hit towards short. Throw to first, and that's how the Clinton first inning begins. A ground out to short, and that'll bring in Gracie Linville. Pitcher for Penguin, Candace Reed. A sophomore. And the pitch to the plate is low in the dirt. Blocked by Jansen. Score from the baseball game. I think it's going to the bottom of the first. No score there. Reed's pitch is high. Count now 2-0 on Linville. Starting to brighten up a little bit here at the ballpark. Got some breaks in the clouds. 2-0 pitch from Reed was on the way, and just a little bit high. Now count goes 3-0. 4-0 here in the bottom of the first. Penguin got 4 in that top half. Sent 10 batters to the plate. And the pitch to the plate is inside, and the first runner of the game for Clinton is Gracie Linville as she walks. And that'll bring up Abigail Parks. Parks picked up the first hit of the game on Friday against Balnaw for Clinton. It came in the third inning, and it was a big one. She hit a 3-run homer to get Clinton back in the ball game. And the pitch outside the ball. Snap throw to first. Close and safe. I think maybe the good throw by the first baseman, or the catcher. I think the first baseman kind of juggled it on the catch, and it was bang, bang. Linville gets the call as she gets back in. And the pitch, and line drive by Parks. Base hit left field, all the way to the fence. Linville around second, around third. They're sending her home. The throw's going to go to second. Parks has a double, And Linville scores, and the Yellow Jackets cut the Penguin lead now to 4-1 as Parks drilled a pitch over the shortstop's head all the way to the fence in left center field. And Parks continues her torrid hitting. Linville scored all the way from first. And that'll bring in Caitlin Thatcher. And the pitch is a ball low. Lily Smith on deck. Pitch from Reed is fouled at the plate and back to the screen. Count even 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second. One out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch is a fly ball, right field. Right fielder's there. Makes the catch. Parks tags at second. Goes to third, and she'll be over there with 2 outs now. Parks had a rough slide into third, but she slowly gets up. And that'll bring in Lily Smith, the catcher. For Clinton, you'd probably like to pick up this second run here. Runner at third with 2 outs here in the first. Reed wants to try to end the damage right here. The first pitch is a ball. And the next pitch on the way is a strike called. Count evens up 1-1. Jansen, a very active catcher behind the plate. And the pitch on the way is fouled back by Smith as Reed got that one in on Lily's hands. Now she got to guard the plate now. 1 ball, 2 strike counts. And here comes the wind again. And the pitch on the way slips out of the pitcher's hand. Landed about 2 feet in front of her and then rolled all the way to the catcher. And she may have caught a little bit too much of her leg on that one. Count evens up 2-2. And a pitch to the plate and fly ball out of play behind the Penguin dugout. Penguins in the first base dugout today. And Clinton over in the home third base dugout. This will be the location of the Northeast Regional Tournament in a couple of weeks. They'll be using this field and the field adjacent to it. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. Reed gets Smith, and that'll end the inning. Clinton picks up a run on 2 hits. They leave a runner, and at the end of 1 inning of play, it's Penguin 4 and Clinton 1. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the trip, 94.7.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
A service of King Sullivan Radio, K234BB at 94.7 FM, KGFL 1110 AM, Clinton.
Well, Penguin got 4 in the first. The Yellow Jackets come back and get 1 as we head into the second inning here. Jackets trailing 4-1. Haley King will be leading off for the Tigers. And if Sid King is back in the office listening, Haley King is one of our cousins. Me and Sid have been talking about genealogy, and this is one of the King descendants. Haley steps in, and the pitch on the way is a ground ball foul. This is if Sid's listening, this is Alan King's granddaughter. And we discussed earlier how the connection is between station owner Sid King and the Kings in and around Providence and Holly Springs and Little Red and Pangburn. And the pitch fouled away. Now 0-2. Tharp, the pitch to the plate, and that pitch is high. Pangburn put 4 runs on the board in the first inning. Only had 1 hit. There was a big double in the middle of that. The Yellow Jackets gave up 4 walks in that first inning, and a pop fly on the infield. Parks says she has it at third, and that's the first out here in the second inning. That'll bring in Erica Jansen. She walked in the first, came around to score. Glad everybody could join us today. I know it's a cool, cold day. Maybe we get some people inside listening or hopefully watching on the live stream. And the pitch on the way is a ball high. Yellow Jackets with a win today would wrap up an undefeated conference season and an undisputed conference championship. A loss here, and they would share the championship with Rosebud. And the pitch is fouled away off to the side. Regardless of the outcome of this one, Clinton will be the number 1 seed in the district tournament next week in Searcy. That will be played at Riverview High School. And we will know the brackets on that, I think, Thursday. Tharp's pitch, change up, is a strike. Nice pitch by Tharp. She's kind of tuned in that change up now. Count goes 1-2. And the pitch to the plate is a ball outside on a fastball. Now 2-2. Tharp gets the sign she wants. Here's the pitch. Change up in the dirt. Now count goes full. Yellow Jacket defense playing straight away. And the pitch is a ball. And Jansen walks for the second time today. Candace Reed is the hitter. Reed walked. She also scored that first inning. Tries to look to help herself here. She's the pitcher. Score from the baseball game. End of 1 inning of play over there. Clinton 2 and Pangburn nothing. And the pitch to the plate. Ball hits the dirt. Blocked by Smith, but Jansen's going to get to go to second. Now the throw to second. Jansen to third, the throw, and she is out at third. Nice play by the Yellow Jacket defense. Jansen had second, taken easily on the wild pitch. The throw came late, and she took off for third, and Linville fired a shot to Parks. They put the tag on Jansen, and now there are 2 outs here in the Pangburn second. And pitch, ground ball to second. Linville has it. Over to first. And that's it for the Tigers here in the second. No runs, no hits. They had a walk. But at the end of an inning and a half, it's Pangburn 4 and Clinton 1. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball to the Trip, 94.7.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is thinking outside the box with Cube. Cube is a new interactive banking service that allows you to cash checks, make deposits, make your home or auto loan payment without leaving the comfort of your vehicle. Cube uses live, local, friendly account representatives Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For extended banking hours, personal service, and convenient access, start banking outside the box with Cube at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Good second inning on the mound by Abby Tharp. Sets down the Tigers without a run. And the Yellow Jacket offense tries to go back to work here in the second. That's what she did at Ball Knob. After that, giving up 4 runs in the first inning, she settled in, kept Ball Knob at bay, and giving the Yellow Jacket offense then a chance to come back, and they did in a big way, scoring 9 runs. Annabelle Sal, Abby Tharp, and Lily Woodward up here in the second inning for Clinton. 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Anybody gets on, McKenna Bettner. Sal batting with a hoodie on. I'm sure the girls didn't think they'd be having to wear hoodies this late in the season. Final week of the season, and it feels like it's the first week of the season back in March. Candace Reed on the hill for Penguin. Her first pitch is a ball here to start the second. I think maybe my old buddy Michael Rowland, he may be listing back in Penguin today. Huge Tiger fan, huge sports fan. And pitch foul near the Clinton dugout. It lands on the roof and goes out of play. Evens the count 1-1. Sal shaking her hands on that one. And she steps back in. Here's the pitch from Reed. And foul back over the screen. Now 1-2. Hope you're not getting too much wind interference, as the wind's been blowing steadily since this one began at 4:30. And changeup is just a little bit low, apparently. Count goes 2-2. Catcher did not like that one as she's asked the umpire where that one was at. Sal back in. And the pitch, fastball, foul back. Annabelle battling here. Had to go to the ball bucket for some new softballs. A lot of fans up on the hill watching their businesses up on the hill over the left field fence. And Sal fouls back another one. I'm going to have to chase down another softball. And now we're ready for action. The pitch from Reed is fouled off the front of the Clinton dugout. This count stays 2-2. You ought to expect a change up here in a minute. She's thrown 3 straight fastballs. And the pitch on the way. There's that changeup. Shot down the left field line. It's going to curve foul. Sal is on that one. We had a good look at it here as it started out fair. but from a right-handed hitter. A lot of time that ball tails, and it tailed foul by probably a couple of feet. And back to action. Fastball popped up, foul, and drops between the third baseman and the catcher. And Annabelle is really battling. Count stays 2-2. Sal leading off here in the second. Clinton trails 4-1. And the pitch from Reed. Fouled again, back to the screen. It's been a long at bat for Sal. The pitch is swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. Throw to first, and Sal is out. That was a tough battle between Reed and Sal. Reed got the better of it and gets the strikeout. Now 1 out here in the Clinton second inning. That'll bring in the pitcher, Abby Tharp. Tharp fixed the batter's box the way she likes it. Now she's ready to hit. Here's the pitch, and pop foul over the screen and out of play. Lily Woodard on deck. Another foul ball, another delay, as we have hit all the balls that we started the game with. And now we're ready. Umpire has a couple extras. The pitcher has one, and we're ready to go. And the pitch on the way is a line drive. Base hit by Tharp over the shortstop. May roll all the way to the fence. It does. Tharp's going to head for second, and she'll be there with a stand-up double. As that one just maybe a foot over the shortstop's head and rolled all the way to the fence in left center field. And Clinton has their second hit of the ball game, their second double of the ball game, and that'll bring in the 8th place hitter, Lily Woodward. And the Yellow Jackets will use a courtesy runner at second for the pitcher. Woodward asks for time. Now she steps in. Emily Wilson running at second for Clinton. And the pitch is in the dirt. Mm-hmm. Yep. And the pitch from Reed. And swing and a miss on a fastball at the knees. Count evens up 1-1. Pitch from Reed on the way. And swinging the ground ball towards short. Fielded by the shortstop. Over to first for the out. Throw to third. And Wilson is safe at third with 2 outs. As the shortstop throws out the Woodward at first base. That'll bring in McKenna Bettner. Bettner, the designated player, hitting for Ashley James. Batting in the 9th spot here. And the pitch from Reed to the plate is high. Throw to third. Nothing doing there. Wilson gets back. Bettner back in and the pitch. And swinging the ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. Nice play to her left over to first for the out. And then the inning is over. Clinton picks up a hit, leaves the runner. And at the end of 2 innings of play, it's Pangburn 4 and Clinton 1. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the Trip, 94.7.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Paymer coming to bat in the third inning. They'll have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. They lead 4-1 here. Got 4 runs in the top of the first. Clinton came back with a run in the bottom of the first. Neither team scored in the second. And now sunshine peeking through here, and everybody's glad to see that. Tharp's first pitch is low. Courtney Vest, the hitter. Courtney doubled. That was the only hit of the game for Penguin so far, but they took advantage of several walks. Three-fourths of the Clinton infield wearing hoodies, and 2 of the outfielders. And the pitch is a strike. Feels a little bit better right now. The sun's shining, at least for a little bit, and the wind has kind of died down some. And the pitch from Tharp popped up and going to be out of play behind the Penguin dugout. Was 2-0. Now the count is 2-2. Vest steps back in. Tharp now steps on the rubber. And she winds and fires. And a line drive base hit center field. Woodward plays it on one hop, gets it back in. And that's Penguin's second hit of the ball game on a single by Courtney Vest. Bringing Miranda Redmond. Redmond walked in the first inning. And the pitch to the plate. Fly ball center field. Woodward a couple steps back. Now she comes in, makes the play. And 1 pitch, 1 out. Vest stays at first. That'll bring in Annika Snelson. Annika also walked back in the first inning. Paymer got 5 walks in that first inning. Got 1 in the second. And the pitch is a strike. Tharp to the plate. And her changeup is high and outside. Wind's still blowing quite a bit. Having to use duct tape here to try to tape stuff down, papers down, so they don't blow away on us. And the pitch from Tharp is a strike. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to the plate is fouled. Vest at first. She led off the inning with a single. Redmond flied out to center. And now Snelson at the plate. And the pitch is fouled. back toward us here. I think me and the scoreboard crew all three flinched on that. And the pitch is popped up foul again. Had a lot of fouls today for both teams. Not a lot of foul room here. That game we played in yesterday at Ball Knob, the baseball field, it was such a large field. There was so much room between the first and third base and the fence, and also from home plate back to the screen. But not a lot of room here at the Clinton City Park. And the pitch from Tharp is a changeup, swing and a miss. And a good catch by Smith. Batter couldn't run, though, because first base was occupied in less than 2 outs. And so Tharp gets a strikeout here, and now there's 2 outs in the Penguin third inning. They'll bring in Kaylee Lawson. Kelly struck out back in the first. Tharp has 2 strikeouts now. And the pitch is fouled at the plate. Last score I had the baseball game, it was Clinton 2 and Penguin nothing after 1 inning. And the pitch, change up, hit foul, just foul down the third base line. Parks tried to field it before it went foul, couldn't quite get there. And now Tharp has the hitter set up 0-2. And the pitch, runner goes, ball high, throw to second, nobody there. Hits the runner, rolls into center field, but that's as far as she can go. As Vest steals second. Smith came up throwing, but nobody was covering. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and the pitch is just outside. Runner gets a big lead after the pitch. Has to go back to second. Count now 2-2. Tharp's pitch inside. It was 0-2. Now it's 3-2. Eighth place hitter for Penguin. And the pitch from Tharp, swing and a miss, and she strikes out. The final 2 outs of the inning. She has 3 strikeouts on the ball game. Penguin gets a hit, but leaves a runner. And so we head to the bottom of the third. It's Penguin 4, Clinton 1. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the Trip, 94.7.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Go watch them. Right. Yep. Yeah, Yellow Jackets coming to bat in the third. They got the top of the order up. They trail 4-1. They got the right hitters up and ready to go. Let's see what they can do against this Penguin Tiger bunch. Candace Reed in her third inning of pitching for the Tigers. Reese McDonald leads off for the Yellow Jackets. Reese grounded out to the shortstop to open the ball game for Clinton. And the pitch is a ball low. Penguin softball, a lot of tradition in Scott Hoffman, who's now the head softball coach at Batesville, spent many years at Pangburn. McDonald asked for time. The umpire gives it. The reason I mentioned that, he's now the head coach at Class 4A Batesville, but the Tigers beat Batesville yesterday, and I'm sure that was kind of a special homecoming for Coach Hoffman to come back to Pangburn and for Pangburn to play against their former coach. But Pangburn got a 4-1 win yesterday against Batesville, and the pitch is high. McDonald now ahead in the count 3-0, and we always say good things happen when Reese gets on base. McDonald back in. Reed's pitch is a strike at the zone. Catcher lets it get away, but it'll be a 3-1 count here. And the pitch on the way is low, and McDonald reaches base here to open the third inning. See if they can get the Yellow Jackets started. They trail 4-1 here in the third. That'll be Gracie Linville. Linville, she walked in the first and scored Clinton's only run so far. And a big wave of dust storm comes across the field, and players have to take time. Now we're ready to go. Good catcher for Pangburn. Speed on the bases for Clinton. Let's see what they want to do here. And the pitch is high, gets away from the catcher, and McDonald will get second, standing up. Pitch was a little bit high, caught the top of the catcher's glove. Couldn't make the play, and it rolled to the fence, and McDonald's at second in scoring position here with nobody out. Linville gets the signs from Coach Joe Hudson. He's at third. Chris Sowell over at first. And Matthew Post working the dugout, coaching staff for the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets. And the pitch on the way is a strike. Count evens up 1-1. Pangburn outfield playing straight away and deep for Linville. Playing off the line and left. If you could get one over the third baseman's head down in the corner. And the pitch to Reed is low. Count now 2-1. Lady Jackets trying to finish an undefeated conference season. They're going to have to come from behind to do it. And the pitch from Reed is a ground ball, base hit left field. McDonald hits the third, and they're going to wave her home as the left fielder has trouble with the ball. And Linville races into second, and she's safe there. As she uses her speed, a base hit through the hole. I think McDonald might have stopped at third, but the left fielder booted the ball, and they kept her running. And now the Yellow Jackets have cut the lead in half. Now it's 4-2. On the single by Gracie Linville. Parks up, and she fouls one back to the screen. Parks doubled into left center field, her first at bat. And the pitch on the way is outside. Parks was intentionally walked twice by Ball Knob. One time she was leading off the inning, and Ball Knob walked her. That's the ultimate respect, I guess, if you're a hitter. Count even 1-1, and the pitch, line drive, base hit, right center field. Linville will score easily. Parks is headed for second, and she's got another double, and she's 2 for 2 on the day as Parks ripped one up the right center field alley, and now Clinton has come back and cut the Pangburn lead to 4-3. Good piece of hitting by Parks. Parks has knocked in 2 of the Clinton runs today, and that'll bring in Caitlin Thatcher. Thatcher hit a sacrifice fly to right field her first time up, and ground ball toward the shortstop. Shortstop fields it out at first, and Parks goes to third, and she'll be there with 2 outs. Oh, check that, only 1 out. Tying running at third, only 1 out. And that'll bring in Lily Smith. And the pitch to Smith is fly ball out of play down the right field line. Smith struck out the first time. Just wants to put the ball in play here. A lot of things will score a run. Second base is deep for Pangburn. Shortstop about halfway. In tight at the corners. And the pitch is in the dirt. Blocked by Jansen. Yellow Jackets a chance to tie it up here in the third. And the pitch on the way. And line drive, base hit, left field. And the Jackets have come back to tie this one on a Lily Smith base hit. The third hit of the inning for Clinton. And Smith knocks in the run, and we're tied at 4. Park scores from third. And the Yellow Jackets will run for Lily Smith. She's the catcher, so they can use a courtesy runner for the pitcher or the catcher. It gives them a chance to get a little bit of rest, but also, she can get the equipment ready to go back out on the field. Clinton trailed 4-0 after a half inning. And now they've come back to tie the game here in the bottom of the third, 4-4. That'll bring in Annabelle Sal, and her and Reed had a battle the last time up as Sal continually foul pitches off before Reed got her on the strikeout. And a swing and a miss on a pitch just below the knees. Jackets now with a chance to take the lead for the first time today. And the pitch to Sal is foul. She was just a little bit out in front and tapped it foul on that third base side. Sun trying to poke through the clouds one more time. 0-2 pitch from Reed, and line drive left field. Will it stay fair? No, it drops about a foot foul. As she hit one right down the left field line. If the wind pushed that one foul. Wind coming out of the northwest, so if you could picture the ballpark here at Clinton, it's basically blowing in from right and center field across the field. And the pitch on the way, changeup. Good job by Sal to lay off that one. Good play by Jansen behind the plate to block it. The runner stays at first. And Reed back. And the pitch to the plate. Line drive up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throws to first. Safe. Whoa, my. The umpire called her out at first. I don't like to do a lot of umpiring on the field, but or on the radio, but wow, she looked safe at first. It was a little high hopper. The second baseman came in, caught the ball through to first, and it looked like Sal had clearly passed first base. And the umpire, who looks maybe the coldest person on the field, all you can see is the umpire's eyes. And she called the runner out. Jackets have a runner at second now, 2 outs. Tharp at the plate. And the pitch is high. Tharp with a chance to help herself here. A base hit could put the Yellow Jackets in the lead, and the pitch is a ball. Abby doubled back in the second inning. Was left stranded. Ahead in the count 2-0. Reed's pitch is a ground ball, line drive back to the pitcher. And Reed makes the play, and that's going to end the inning. But it was a productive inning for the Yellow Jackets as they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits in the inning. And at the end of 3 innings of play, it's a whole new ball game. It's Clinton 4 and Pangburn 4. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the Trip, 94.7.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is thinking outside the box with Cube. Cube is a new interactive banking service that allows you to cash checks, make deposits, make your home or auto loan payment without leaving the comfort of your vehicle. Cube uses live, local, friendly account representatives Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For extended banking hours, personal service, and convenient access, start banking outside the box with Cube at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Yellow Jackets back in the game. They got 3 runs in the third. They tied up here 4-4. They trailed 4-0 after only a half inning of play. The Cardiac Yellow Jackets have done it again. They've come from behind to tie the game. Abby Tharp has settled in on the mound. Hasn't given up a run since the first inning. Let's see what she can do here as Pangburn comes to bat in the fourth. They'll have the 9-1 and 2 hitters up in the inning. Kylie Glenn is the leadoff hitter, and Tharp's first pitch is low and back to the screen. Glenn reached first base back in the first as Pangburn sent 10 batters to the plate. And she reached on an error. You would like to get her out here and then go back to the top of the order. And a pitch almost hit her just inside. Now count 2-0. I want to thank our great Yellow Jacket sponsors. I want to thank Chad Brown, attorney at law, down in the Court Square in Clinton. And the pitch from Tharp is low. Now 3-0, and the 9th place hitter, Chad Brown, for all your legal needs down the Court Square in Clinton. Hey, in fact, he's on the Court Street, 307 Court Street, on the west side of the Court Square. And the pitch is a strike on the corner. Now 3-1. Tharp trying to battle back here. And the pitch is foul to the plate. It was 3-0. Now it's 3-2 on the 9th place hitter. Glenn, the left-handed batter. Tharp, the right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch, and a little looper towards short. Sal gets it, but can't make the play in time as the ball hit the ground and then had some side spin on it and bounced to her right, and she kind of overran it. Not much you could do on that play, and it's a runner first, nobody out here in the 4th inning. Baseball score from across town. Now Pangburn now leads by a score of 3-2. Clinton led early in that one, 2-0. And bunt foul. Glenn took off for second. Kaylee Ware, the hitter, she fouled that one. Ware walked and scored back in the first. Also grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. Top of the order up for Pangburn. And the pitch is a ball in the dirt. And Glenn goes to second with nobody out. Ware steps out, gets the sign. Tharp winds and fires, and a ground ball up the middle. Sal has it over to first. Good play out there. A runner goes to third. Thatcher throws to third. Glenn gets back there. Now Pangburn has a runner at third and one out. Good play by Annabelle at short. and that'll bring in Haley King. King sacrificed in the first, the sacrifice bunt. Popped up to the third baseman in the second. Tharp trying to keep that runner at third, only one out. And the pitch is a changeup, swing and a miss by King, as she was way out in front of that one. King has a smile on her face as she knew that she swung when that pitch was about 3/4 the way to home plate. And the pitch, fastball, grounded toward first. Thatcher fields it, now boots it, and gets it back as Linville comes in and picks it up. But that's enough to score the run. And Pangburn retakes the lead here, 5-4, as Glenn scores on the ground ball to first by Haley King. That's going to go 3-4-3. As the ball hit the first baseman, bounced to the second baseman, and she flipped it back to the first baseman. And the bases are empty now with 2 outs. The leadoff walk leads to a run here in the 4th inning. And a pitch foul. Jansen at the plate. Jansen walked and scored in the first. Walked and was left on in the second. Count even 1-1. And the pitch from Tharp. Changeup on the corner. Nice pitch. Count now 1-2. Got Jansen set up here. Tharp has 3 strikeouts on the day. And the pitch on the way. Changeup in the dirt. Count goes 2-2. Open stance. Front foot pointed toward third base by Jansen. And the pitch is just missed off the corner. Count now full. Top of the 4th inning. Leads 5-4. Pangburn led at one time 4-0. And pitch, fly ball, right field. I think that's going to go foul down in the corner. Count stays full. Want to mention Philip Jones and Arkansas Mountain Realty. Hey, you can go to their website, arkansasmountainrealestate.com, all in lowercase letters, and you can search for all type of listings. Pitch in the dirt. Jansen's going to walk. Jansen reaches for the 3rd time today. Yeah, you can go to that website, arkansasmountainrealestate.com. You can search for listings for buying, selling, but you can also explore nearby communities. You know, what's in Clinton, you can Shirley, Fairfield Bay, Greers Ferry, Heber Springs. You can search all those things on the Arkansas Mountain Real Estate sign. That'll bring in the cleanup hitter, Candace Reed, and Reed fouls the first pitch back. Reed walked and scored in the first, grounded out to second in the 2nd inning. Also, a lot of good information on that ArkansasMountainRealEstate.com site. There's a lot of tips for whether you're a seller or a buyer. Reed takes a strike. She's in the hole now, 0-2, but there's all type of tips on there. If you're trying to sell your home or if you're about buying a new home, and go on there for the ArkansasMountainRealEstate.com. Tips for buyers and sellers. And the pitch is outside. Good pitch by the pitcher on an 0-2 count. Didn't miss by much. But that's Philip Jones and ArkansasMountainRealEstate.com. Runner at first, 2 outs. Pangburn leads 5-4. Ball in the dirt. Good play by Smith to block that one. And now the count's 2-2. Smith trying to stop the damage right here. And pitch in the dirt. Gets away. And Jansen goes to second. And she's there with 2 outs. Counts full. A runner in scoring position. First base open now. Sal playing to pull. at shortstop. Got a little room up the middle. And the pitch on the way is fouled back to the screen. Parks at third, Sal at short. Linville over at second, Thatcher at first. McDonald, Woodward, James in the outfield from left to right. Tharp steps back on. Here's her pitch. And a swing and a line. Shot fair in the left center field. And it's going to be a double for Reed. And another run scores for Pangburn as Jansen scores there. The two-out walk. And Jansen comes around to score on a double by Reed. Just as Pangburn... Or check that, just as Clinton came back to tie the game at 4. Now Pangburn immediately puts 2 runs on the board here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring in Courtney Vest. Courtney doubled first hit of the game for Pangburn back in the 1st. She also singled in the 3rd. She's 2 for 2 as she fouls this one off. I want to mention Regents Bank, one of our great sponsors in downtown Clinton. Hey, they're open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 4, and on Friday they're open from 9 to 5 for your convenience. That's at 179 Elm Street, but it's just off the court square on the southwest side of the court square. And the pitch is low. Got ATM machines down there. Also something you don't think about, but Regents Bank downtown Clinton has safety deposit boxes, so if you have valuable papers or things that you need, they have safety deposit boxes at Regents Bank. Ground ball, base hit, left field. McDonald gets it in. They're going to send the runner home. Throw to the plate, and safe here. And for the 3rd time today, Vest gets a hit and drives in a run. Reed scores. And now the score's 7-4. Penguins threatening to regain that 4-run lead they got back in the 1st. And the pitch from Tharp is popped up on the infield. Sal calls it, now comes in, and now Linville, and they run together, and the ball drops. And we talked about that in the pregame, that the wind really bothers a softball. And that ball probably started on the shortstop side of second and then drifted toward the second base side and near the pitcher's mound. And Sal and Linville collided, and the ball drops. The inning stays alive for Pangburn. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. That'll bring in Annika Snelson. Snelson struck out in the 3rd, walked in the 1st. 8th batter to bat for Pangburn in the inning, and a ground ball foul. Yeah, safety deposit boxes at the Regents Bank in downtown Clinton. Also, all your regular banking needs, from debit cards to credit cards to prepaid cards. And they have it all in Regents Bank, downtown Clinton. 0-1 pitch, Snelson. Outside, runner takes off for 3rd. Throw there, and safe at 3rd. Close play at 3rd. And now runners are at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Ball was just a little bit to the right of 3rd base, so the Parks had to catch it and then reach back and make the tag. And the umpire said she was safe. It was close. Now a base hit can score 2 for Pangburn. And the pitch is low. Two balls, 1 strike on the hitter. Critical moment for the Yellow Jackets. And it's low, now 3-1. First base open. 8th place hitter on deck. And the pitch is a strike called, now 3-2. Tharp back on the mound. And the pitch to the plate is a ball high, and the bases are loaded. For Kaylee Lawson. Lawson has struck out twice today. She's the 9th hitter to bat for Pangburn. Pangburn sent 10 hitters to the plate back in the first. Jackets need to out here in the worst way. And the pitch is a strike. Stark gets ahead in the count. I mentioned Regents Bank again. There are 1,500 Regents Banks around the country and 2,000 Regions ATMs. And a pitch swing and a miss. So wherever you're at in the country, well, definitely in the South, the Southeast, Texas, there's a Regions Bank to serve you. And the pitch is a strike, and Tharp strikes her out on 3 straight pitches. But the Tigers pick up 3 runs. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Pangburn 7, Clinton 4. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
At Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, you aren't just a number on the scoreboard. With 1.3 million insured, we have a long history of making good plays. That's why game day and every day make us your friends for life. Contact your local Farm Bureau agent for more information or visit us at www.sfbli.com.
Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. Not licensed to do business in all 50 states.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is thinking outside the box with Cube. Cube is a new interactive banking service that allows you to cash checks, make deposits, make your home or auto loan payment without leaving the comfort of your vehicle. Cube uses live, local, friendly account representatives Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For extended banking hours, personal service, and convenient access, start banking outside the box with Cube at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Well, if the Yellow Jackets came back to tie the game at 4, Pangburn comes right back to get 3 runs. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, Pangburn back in the lead again. It's 7-4. And I believe the Tigers have gone to the bullpen as Courtney Vess now takes over pitching for the Tigers. Candace Reed went 3 innings, gave up 4 runs. Now she gives away to Courtney Vess. Jackets will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters up. It'll be Lily Woodward, McKenna Bettner, and Reese McDonald here in the 4th inning. And she takes a ball. That's ball 2. Woodward going out to the shortstop back in the 2nd. And the pitch is a ground ball squibbed in front of the plate. Vess comes in, throws to first, and out at first base. And that's how the Yellow Jacket 4th starts. Hit that one just off the end of the bat. Vess raced in from the pitcher's mound. Picked it up barehanded and made the throw to first and got 1 out. That'll bring in McKenna Bettner. Woodward tells Bettner something about what type of pitches she saw from Vess. I want to mention the Clinton Stockyards, another one of our great sponsors. And a changeup is a strike called. Clinton Stockyards, I got a new ring down there. I saw some pictures of that down at the Stockyards. Sale every Saturday starts at 1 o'clock, but a new bright and shiny ring there in the Clinton Stockyards. And the pitch on the way is high, count 1-1. If you want to know all that's going on, what's the upcoming sale is, news about the Clinton Stockyards, go to the Clinton Stockyards on Facebook, and you can get a lot of news information there, and you can get maybe a preview about each week's sale. But that's the Clinton Stockyards on Facebook. And the pitch is high. Now 2-1 to Bettner. She tries to get on base. Reese McDonald on deck in the top of the order. And the pitch from Vess is a ground ball third. Fair off the third baseman down into left field. And Bettner's going to have a stand-up double as Pangburn runs the ball down in left field. But that ball, we had a good look at that one. It was right down the line, went right over the base. Reed couldn't make the play. And Bettner gets a 1-out double here in the 4th. Clinton Stockyards looking on Highway 65 north, just past the Pottery Shop. And if you crossed Archie Creek, you've gone too far. McDonald pops the first pitch into left field. Left fielder in, and makes the play for the second out. She went a long ways to make that play in left field. That's Annika Snelson with the catch out there. And that'll bring in Gracie Linville. Linville walked and scored in the first, singled and scored in the third. Any way to get on here with Parks on deck. Parks is red hot. And the pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Linville steps out, now back in. As she's trying to get the batter's box the way she wants it. And the pitch is high. Now ball two. Viss, her first inning of work for Pangburn, and she pitches, ground ball to third. Reed has that one on the big hop over to first, pulls the first baseman off. Let's see what the call is, and they're going to call her out at first, and that's going to end the inning. Reed made a nice play at third, but her throw pulled the first baseman off the bag, but she got her foot back on it before Linville could get there, and that's going to end the inning as the Yellow Jackets do not score in the inning as we head to the fifth inning. It's Pangburn 7 and Clinton 4. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the trip, 94.7.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
A service of King Sullivan Radio, K234BB and 94.7 FM. KGFL 1110 AM, Clinton.
Pangburn coming to bat in the fifth. They lead 7-4. Pangburn got 4 in the first. Clinton came back with 1 in the first. Hit 3 in the third to tie the game at 4. Pangburn came back with 3 runs in the fifth. And now they lead 7-4. Winds coming back here. It is a cool, in fact, it's a cold day here. And that wind chill. Justin, what's the temperature now? We started the game in the upper 40s, I think. And the pitch is outside. Count now 1-2. It is 37 degrees. The wind chill feels like 28, and I believe it. Ball foul back. Count 1-2 on the Pangburn hitter. We are in the fifth. Pangburn leads 7-4. Kylie Glenn, the hitter, the 9th place hitter for Pangburn. Tharp winds and fires, and the ball skips up there. Now count 2-2. Want to mention Kennedy Abstract and Title Company, downtown Clinton on the Court Square, on the east side of the Court Square at 232 Griggs Street. locally owned since 1951. And a pitch foul back to the screen. Can you believe that? It's 70 years. Canada Abstract down on the court square in Clinton, Arkansas, and they are now in the third generation of owners to run the company there at Canada Abstract. And you can go to their Facebook page and you can get all types of information about Canada Abstract. Great Yellow Jacket supporters down through the decades. And Glenn strikes out, and that's the first out of the inning for Pangburn. That is the fourth strikeout for Tharp. And now back to the top of the order for Pangburn. As Kaylee Ware comes to the plate, Ware walked and scored back in the first. Grounded out to the shortstop also in the first inning when Pangburn batted around. And she fouls this one. And she grounded out to the shortstop also in the fourth. She's 0 for 2 today. Also mentioned Kyle Hensley and staff at Kyle Hensley Dental. That's on Highway 65 South. And a strike called. And now the hitter set up 0-2. Hensley and DDS located next to Sonic and across the street from Walmart. Tharp's pitch to the plate is a base hit into right field. James cuts it off, going to hold Ware to a single. That pitch was up, and Ware got it into right field. And she's at first with one out. And the wind is coming back again. That'll bring in Haley King. King sacrificed in the first, popped up to the third baseman, and grounded out to the first baseman in the fourth. But that ground out to first drove in a run. And her sacrifice in the first led to a run. And shows bunt, takes a strike. Jackets charging at the corners. Tharp's getting the sign. Smith get the sign from the dugout. Now the pitch is a strike. There goes the runner for second. Smith's throw is on the money. And Ware's thrown out stealing at second. A nice throw by Smith to Sal. And a caught stealing at second. And that's the second out of the inning. Penguin player slow to get up. And now she's going to need help to get off the field. Where the shortstop for Penguin. That'll clear the bases. Now 2 outs. I want to mention Western Sizzling, one of our great sponsors. The Jones family, we thank them for their sponsorship. This will be a great night to go to Western Sizzling. It's pretty cold, but it'll be nice and warm inside Western Sizzling. And that great staff of their friendly service. Got your choice of 80-item buffet or anything on the menu, or we'll just custom order it, cook it for you. You just tell us what you like, and that's at Western Sizzling before the game or after the game, or both. Now the Penguin player, injured player, back into the dugout. King steps back in. King has a strike on the count. Actually, 2 strikes, I believe. Yep. And the pitch from Tharp on the way is a swing and a miss. And that's the 5th strikeout of the game for Tharp. And that'll end the Penguin 5th inning. No runs to hit, nobody left. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Pangburn 7 and Clinton 4. Listen to Yellow Jacket Softball on the Trip, 94.7.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Clinton coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th. They trail 7-4. See if they have one more rally left in them. They had 3 rallies last week. Abigail Parks will lead off. We had a suggestion maybe to try to move the graphics so you can see home plate better. We'll see if that works. I want to thank those sponsors, First Arkansas Bank and Trust and Cowboy Dodge CDJ. They're our live stream title sponsors. We want to thank First Arkansas Bank and Trust for all that they do and for all your banking needs in downtown Clinton. The Cash Saver parking lot. They can do everything from your Christmas savings account to that home loan to your child's first bank account. We can do it all at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. And, of course, we want to thank Steve Landers and all the gang at Cowboy CDJ up on Highway 65 South, just past the hospital. And if they don't have a vehicle, they'll find it for you. And they got a great website also at Cowboy Dodge. So just go on the website, see something you like, pick it out, give them a call. Don't see something that you're looking for, still give them a call, and they'll find it for you. Steve Landers and the great staff out there at Cowboy Dodge. Great Yellow Jacket supporters. Yeah, Yellow Jackets coming to bat in the 5th. Abigail Parks leading off for the Yellow Jackets. Courtney Vess on the mound for Penguin. This is her 2nd inning of work. She came in relief of Candace Reed to start the 4th inning of play. Wind blowing, the wind chill is significant out here today. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Pulled a string on that one. Parks was ahead of it. Parks had 2 doubles today. Drove in a run on each one of those. Also scored the run today. And the pitch is a changeup high. Count now 2-1. Jackets trail 7-4. As they bat in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch is a ground ball hit toward 3rd. Reed fields it. Her throw to 1st is a good one, and that's the first out of the inning as Reed grounds out to 3rd. And that'll bring in Caitlin Thatcher. Thatcher 0 for 2 today, had a sacrifice fly to right. Scored Linville back in the 1st. Grounded out to short. And the pitch, and a changeup is a strike. Viss started Thatcher with a changeup. And the pitch is a foul. Fastball there. Thatcher way ahead on that one. Now Vest has her set up at 0-2. Thatcher steps back in and change up. Fly ball left field. Will it stay fair? It does. Rolls to the fence. Thatcher heading towards second. Here's the throw. And she was there with a stand-up double with one out. As she shot that one down the left field line. The only thought was, would it stay fair? And it did by about a foot. And Thatcher's on at second. And the Yellow Jackets will use a pinch runner for Thatcher with one out. That'll bring up Lily Smith. Yellow Jacket double dugout comes alive over there. Coach Joe Hudson makes his change with the umpire. Pinch runner for Clinton. I think that may be Christina Thatcher running at second. Players have hoodies on, so can't really see the numbers now. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. As Vest opens with a changeup. Now a runner caught between second and third. Penguin throws the ball away. And the runner will end up at third. She got caught off second. Ball was thrown to third. Reed threw it back to the second baseman behind her. And the ball got over her head. And the runner ends up at third. Smith gets a sign from Coach Hudson. Jackets now with a runner at third. And one out. I think it's a third straight hitter that Vest has started with a changeup. And a fastball for a strike. And now Smith is in the hole 0-2. Lily has to guard the plate here, avoid the strikeout. And a pitch, ground ball to short. Shortstop comes in, going to make the play at first. Makes it, but the run does score. And now Clinton cuts the lead now to 7-5 on the ground ball by Lily Smith. Good work by Lily. Just avoid the strikeout there. Hit it somewhere, and something good will happen. And Sal fouls one. She got way ahead of that one. Shot it foul over the Clinton dugout. Sal 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the second. Ground ball to second in the third. And pitches high. Count evens up 1-1. Conditions tough today for both teams. Wind chill now in the 30s. And the pitch is in the dirt, and it hits Sal. And she hits the first with 2 outs. That'll bring in the pitcher, Abby Tharp. She represents the tying run here in the 5th. As the Yellow Jackets try to battle back. Vest's first pitch, swing and a miss. Vest, or Tharp, rearranges the batting glove. Now she gets back in. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball to short. Fielded by the shortstop. She'll step on second, and that'll end the Clinton 5th, but the Jackets do pick up a run. And as we head to the 6th inning, it's Penguin 7, Clinton 5. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the Trip, 94.7.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
If you're looking for a versatile, simple-to-use tractor to pitch in around your small acreage home, the Massey Ferguson 1800 E-Series might be the machine for you. The four-wheel drive 1800 E-Series has a no-nonsense design and up to 38 horsepower. It'll come through on light-duty loading and pulling tracks and can be configured with a hydrostatic or 8x8 shuttle transmission to fit your needs. Stop into Grassroots Equipment or call 501-745-4660 to learn more or set up a demo.
Clinton picks up a run in the fifth. They cut the lead to 7-5. As Penguin bats here in the sixth. I want to mention Todd Treese, the whole family down at the Pottery Shop. And they also have a great website. You can go to their website and you can see a lot of things that are on sale, from clothing to metal art to shoes. Have a little section called Game Day. You can go get all your Yellow Jacket or Razorback Game Day supplies. And that's Todd Treese and the whole family down at the Pottery Shop, Highway 65 South, next to the Clinton Stockyards. Yellow Jackets got to hold Penguin close, give themselves a chance in the final couple of innings. Tharp pitch is lined for a hit into right field. James fields it, gets it back in, and the leadoff hitter is on for the Tigers. That'll bring in the cleanup hitter, Candace Reed. Candace was the starting pitcher today for Penguin. Now she's playing over at third. Jansen with the leadoff hit. And the pitch to the plate is a ball. Gets away from the catcher. And Jansen takes second. And the wind is really whipping now. Trying to hold things down here on the table. Some empty lawn chairs blowing up against the screen. Big run at second for Penguin out there. Now fly ball right field, right at James. She makes the catch and gets it back in. Nice play by Ashley James in right field. As Reed struck that one on the line. James makes the play. Jansen didn't tag. She stays at second. And now there's one out. That'll bring in Courtney Vess, the pitcher, and swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Jansen for third, and she gets there ahead of the throw. Now Penguin has a runner at third, only one out. And the pitch. Fly ball, well hit left field. McDonald back near the fence, makes the catch, but Jansen's going to tag up and score on the sacrifice fly by Vess. And now Penguin leads again by 3 runs, 8-5. Penguin gets the run back that Clinton scored in the bottom of the fifth. That'll bring in Miranda Redmond. Redmond's 0 for 2 today with a walk. And the pitch is high. Oh. Thanks, Sheriff. Sheriff's come by. I think he feels sorry for me. You brought me another coat. Thanks, Sheriff Emerton. And fly ball center field. And Woodward makes the catch. And that's going to end the inning. But Penguin picks up a run on a hit. They don't leave anybody. And at the end of 5.5 innings to play, it's Penguin 8 and Clinton 5. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the Trip, 94.7.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is thinking outside the box with Cube. Cube is a new interactive banking service that allows you to cash checks, make deposits, make your home or auto loan payment without leaving the comfort of your vehicle. Cube uses live, local, friendly account representatives Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For extended banking hours, personal service, and convenient access, start banking outside the box with Cube at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when a patient is sick, diagnosed with a cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for a year and a half, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Hey, I think of the sheriff here. He brought me a coat. Always a service for his citizens, and he saw me freezing over here. I don't think we had a football game this bad this year. Nope. So, yeah, the Yellow Jackets coming to bat in the bottom of the sixth. They trail 8-5. Got a baseball score? I think Clinton leads the baseball game across town. Clinton leads 5-3. Well, you got to give the Yellow Jackets some credit. We were at Ball Knob for a game took 3 hours and 10 minutes last night, and it was a heartbreaker. The Jackets lost 20-19. To bounce back today would be something. You had to have a lot of games in the top of the fifth. Lily Woodward leading off for Clinton here in the sixth inning. With the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. And a pitch ground ball to third. Reed has it. Throw to first in the dirt and dug out over there. Nice play by the first baseman. And that's how the sixth inning starts for Clinton. That'll bring in McKenna Bettner. Bettner 1 for 2 today, had a double in the fourth. Pitch from Vess is high. This is the, some of the fans are laughing at me here, but trying to hold everything down on the table. And the pitch is high. I bet Bob Costas doesn't have to do this. He just comes in and talks. Somebody else holds it down for him. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. Count now 1-2. Bettner in the hole now 1-2. Vess has come in, only given 1 run. This is her third inning. And I changed up in the dirt, half swing. Bettner didn't go. Goes 2-2. Glad you could join us today. I know a lot of people are at home listening today because of the weather. And a pitch, fly ball, left field. Left fielder goes over. Center fielder comes in, can't make the play. And Bettner gets a 1-out hit. And that'll bring the top of the order up for Clinton. That ball hung up in the air for a long time over in left center field. Looked like the left fielder might have a beat on it. Then the center fielder cut in front of her. And the ball went off her glove. And Bettner has her second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Reese McDonald. Reese 0 for 2, but she does have a walk and scored back in the third. And the pitch is a strike. Linville on deck. Top of the order for Clinton. They trail by 3. And the pitch. And fouled at the plate. Now Reese in the hole 0-2. Got to guard the plate. Reese steps back in. And the pitch is a strike on a fastball. And after seeing those changeups, it was tough to pull the trigger on that one. And now Reese is down. And there's 2 outs. Linville's up. She scored twice today on a single and a walk. Bettner first 2 outs, and the first pitch changeup is high. Parks on deck. You know what that means. Any way to get on here. And the pitch is a strike. Big batter here. Linville can reach, bring Parks up with runners on base. If you're Pangburn, you want the inning to end here and have Parks bat with the bases empty. Count 1-1. Linville steps in, and the pitch, and the fly ball, well hit left field. Back near the fence, at the wall, it's gone, and Linville hits a home run over the left field fence and cuts the lead now to 8-7. And here come the Yellow Jackets out of the dugout to greet Linville at home plate. And Linville jumped all over that fastball and drove it over the left field fence. And the Jackets have cut the lead to 8-7 with 2 outs here in the 6th. And see if that is the spark that gets them going. And it was a Parks home run against Ball Knob that got it going. And see if it's a home run by Linville here to get the Yellow Jackets going today. As Linville got all of that one and drove it out of the park. Parks has 2 doubles today. She's also grounded out to third. And a fastball low and in the dirt. Clinton trailed 4-0. Came back to tie 4-4. Trailed 7-4. And now trail 8-7. Parks way out in front of a changeup. Count even 1-1. Parks wearing a sweatshirt. Everybody trying to stay warm today. And the pitch. And fly ball. Short left field. Center fielder coming in. Makes the play. And that'll end the inning here for Clinton. But they pick up 2 hits. The big one was a 2-run homer by Gracie Linville. And we head to the 7th inning. It's Pangburn 7. Or check that, Pangburn 8, Clinton 7. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the trip, 94.7.
Here's the pitch. You swing. It's a deep drive to left center field. You've hit a home run with Farm Bureau Insurance. From great rates and local agents to fast, fair claim service, it's Farm Bureau Insurance. See Kai Rhoda, Ty Glover, or Mickey Parrish for all your insurance needs at Farm Bureau Insurance today at 501-745-2117. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4:30. That's Farm Bureau. You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Well, a Gracie Linville home run makes it interesting here. Yellow Jackets cut it to 8-7 as we head to the 7th and final inning. Yellow Jackets need to hold Pangburn at 8 right here and then give themselves a chance to win the game in the bottom of the 7th. Pangburn will have the 6, 7, 8 hitters up. Ground ball to short and throw to first. Safe. Tough ball just out of the reach of Parks, and then Sal fell down just before she fielded it. She went ahead and made a throw, but it was late, and Miranda Redmond reaches base here to start the 7th inning. That'll bring in Annika Snelson. Snelson's walked twice today and struck out. And pitches fouls. Penguin tries to bunt the runner over to second. Score from across town, and now Penguin has taken the lead. They lead Clinton 6-4 in baseball in the fifth inning. Top of the fifth inning across town. Penguin trying to sacrifice a run to second. And good bunt toward first. Thatcher fields it, tags the runner out. And a throw to third, and safe there. Ball was bunted to first. Thatcher fielded it, tagged the runner. The runner crumpled to the ground. And then the Thatcher tried to help the Penguin player up, and the Penguin runner at second ran to third, and she ends up at third over there with one out. That ball was really close to being foul. But the umpire called it fair, and now there's a runner at third with one out. Penguin now extends their lead to 7-5 in baseball. That'll bring in the number 8 place hitter, Kaylee Lawson. The Yellow Jackets could sure use a strikeout right here. Runner at third. Don't want to give up any more runs. And a ground ball to short. Sal has it, throws home. Play at the plate. Out at the plate on a great throw by Sal to Smith. They cut the runner off. And now there's two outs. A great throw by Sal as she put the ball about knee high. Smith made the catch, put the tag on. And now there's two outs. The runner reaches first. The Yellow Jackets come back to win this one. Remember that play right there. That'll bring in Kylie Glenn, the 9th place hitter. And pitches high. Now throw to first, try for the pickoff. And we have a pinch hitter here. Oh, that's right, yep. Ware left the game early with an injury. Cassie Stoller is the hitter. And the pitch is a ground ball foul. Rosters are no good right now. Almost most of the players have hoodies on and can't see the numbers. It's good to have a fan cousin beside me here that knows the Penguin players. Count 1-1. Runner at first. We're in the 7th. And the pitch is low. Count goes 2-1. And the pitch is a strike. Count now 2-2. The Jackets are a strike away from getting out of this inning. King on picks for Penguin. If he gets that far. And the pitch is foul back. And the count stays 2-2. Clinton had the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch on the way is a pop up towards second. And Limble comes in and makes the play, and that's going to end the inning. Penguin gets a hit. Does not score. They leave a runner, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's Penguin 8, Clinton 7. Listen to Yellow Jacket softball on the trip, 94.7.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
At First Security, we're proud of our home state. That's why we created a website that's all about Arkansas, just like us. Visit onlyanark.com for local travel, food, culture, sports, and so much more. You'll find everything from unique festivals to weekend plans to prize-winning recipes you'll pass off as your own. It's all in one easy spot, onlyanark.com. For all things Arkansas, visit onlyanark.com today. Brought to you by First Security, member FDIC.
All right, here we go, Yellow Jacket fans. Can the comeback kids do it one more time? They trail 8-7 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. A win by the Yellow Jackets will give them an outright conference championship. A loss here, and they'll have to share it with Rosebud. But the Yellow Jackets do have the number 1 seed heading to the district tournament next week as a result of beating Rosebud a couple of weeks ago. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can do it one more time. And it'll be Caitlin Thatcher leading off for Clinton. And ground ball to short on the first pitch. Over to first. They overthrow the first baseman, and she reaches first safely. And Thatcher's the tying run. It was a pretty routine ground ball to shortstop, and she airmailed it as she threw it over the first baseman's head. And Thatcher reaches base. And I think we're going to see a pinch runner for Thatcher. That'll bring in Lily Smith, see what the Yellow Jackets want to do here. Did they want to swing away or try to bunt the runner over? Pinch runner at first for Clinton. Lily Smith, the hitter. Smith has struck out, singled, and grounded to first. And she's driven in a couple of runs today. Vess on the hill. And pitch tries to bunt, fouls it back. Leadoff runner on for Clinton in the 7th. Emily Wilson pitch running for Thatcher. And the pitch on the way is high. Now count goes 1-1. Annabelle Sal on deck. And the pitch, fly ball, left field. Left fielder's there and makes the play. And there's one out. Wilson still at first. And that'll bring in Annabelle Sal. Annabelle 0 for 2 today. Was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. Made a great defensive play in the top of the 7th, throwing a runner out at the plate, giving the Yellow Jackets a chance here in the 7th. Vest gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss. Sal was ahead of that one. Vest has thrown quite a few changeups since she's came in. This is her 3rd inning of work. Coming in relief of Reed. Big hole in left center field. Left fielder over near the line. Center fielder playing straight away. And the pitch is high, now 1-1. Wilson the tying run at first. 1 out. Sal steps out, checks for the sign at 3rd. She gets it from Joe Hudson. And now the pitch. And it's way high, now 2-1. If Annabelle could get one over the shortstop's head, it could roll a long way in the left center field. A double would tie the game. And the pitch from Vest to the plate. Bounces in front of the plate. Now 3-1. Vest has thrown 3 straight balls. Clinton dugout making some noise over there. And the pitch to the plate is a ground ball foul just outside of 3rd. Now the count's full. Annabelle just a little bit out in front of that low pitch. Good pitch by the pitcher down around the knees. 3-2 count, 1 out in the 7th. Runner at first. Clinton trails by a run. And here comes the pitch, and she fouls it over the Clinton dugout and out of play, and we'll do it again. Abby Tharp on deck. Vest back on. Here's the pitch. Change up high. Ball 4. And the tying run goes to second. And the winning run's at first here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring in Abby Tharp. The base hit could tie the game. Tharp doubled back in the 2nd. Struck out in the 3rd. Grounded out to shortstop in the 4th. Ground ball at the middle. Base hit. May tie the game. Here comes Wilson. Here comes the throw. She is safe as the ball gets away from the catcher. And the winning run goes to 3rd with only 1 out. A ground ball base hit up the middle by Tharp. The center fielder made a nice play as she came in quickly, made the throw to the plate. The ball beat Wilson to the plate, but it got away from the catcher on a great slide, and the Yellow Jackets have tied the game, and the winning run's at 3rd with only 1 out. And that'll bring in Lily Woodward. First base is open. Let's see what Penguin wants to do here. And they are going to intentionally walk Woodward to bring up McKenna Bettner. Tharp does it again. She gets a hit. Wilson scored. They intentionally walk Woodward, and that'll bring in Bettner. Bettner doubled back in the 3rd. And the pitch. It's a strike call. Penguin has the infield in for the play at the plate. Shortstop, 2nd, 1st, and 3rd are all in tight. Outfield still fairly deep. A lot of things could win the game right here for the Yellow Jackets. Vest winds, fires, and a strike called. And Bettner's taking 2 fastballs now, down in the count 0-2. Got to be careful here and look for that changeup. Vest has a good changeup. Want to avoid the strikeout and just hit the ball somewhere. Here's the pitch. Fly ball shot foul down into left field. And we'll do it again. Yellow Jackets trailed 4-0, and they trailed 7-4, and they've battled back to tie it at 8 and had the winning run at 3rd with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball high. Count now 1-2. Bettner has to guard the plate. Sal at 3rd with the winning run. Tharp at 2nd. Woodward at 1st. Here's the pitch, and fly ball center field. Center field comes in, drops the ball. Here comes Sal, and the Yellow Jackets win it. The Yellow Jackets win, and they're the undisputed conference champions as they rally to come back to win this one, 9-8 over the Penguin Tigers. What a ball game! The center fielder came in. Sal was going to tag up at 3rd. The center fielder came in like she should have, was going to try to make the catch and a quick throw, but the ball hit her glove and bounced away. And Sal walked home with a winning run. And for the 4th time in just over a week, the Yellow Jackets rally from behind to win a ball game. And they're going to finish the conference season now 8-0. And they're outright conference champions, your Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets. Stay with us for the post-game show. This has been exciting. It's been cold, but it's been exciting. You listen to Yellow Jacket Softball on the Trip, 94.7.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
If you're looking for a versatile, simple-to-use tractor to pitch in around your small acreage home, the Massey Ferguson 1800 E-Series might be the machine for you. The four-wheel drive 1800 E-Series has a no-nonsense design and up to 38 horsepower. It'll come through on light-duty loading and pulling tracks and can be configured with a hydrostatic or 8x8 shuttle transmission to fit your needs. Stop into Grassroots Equipment or call 501-745-4660 to learn more or set up a demo.
At First Security, our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing, now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram & Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram & Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Woo! It's a cold one, but for some reason I'm warm now. I've been cold for 6 innings. I feel pretty good now. Well, we appreciate it.
I said I can't wait to go back and hear him call that at the end there.
The fans talking about it was exciting.
Yes,
These are the Cardiac kids. I think that's 4 come from behind wins in the last week.
It was worth the cold to watch that.
The young ladies are tough. They withstood I think a wind chill down into the 30s before this one ended. But the Yellow Jackets come out with a win. They win today 9-8. They trailed 4-0 to start the ball game. Cut it to 4-3. Tied it at 4. Hey, Nikki, y'all be careful. Yep, football season. We got to play those Heber Springs Panthers. There's some Penguin fans over here on one side of me, Clinton fans on the other side. So it's kind of like old home week for me here. There was some waving going on here. We're going to get back to the ball game. Yellow Jackets tied the game at 4, and then Penguin immediately went back into the lead 7-4. Then Clinton picked up a run, made it 7-5, and then Penguin added an insurance run, made it 8-5. Jackets got 2 in the 6, cut it to 8-7. And don't forget that great play by Annabelle Sal. Penguin had a runner at third at the top of the 7th and 1 out, and she fields the ball in the hole and fires it home to Smith, who tags out the runner at the plate, and it keeps the game 8-7. And then the Yellow Jackets do their magic one more time as they come back with 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning to win the game. McKenna Bettner got the hit that drove in the winning run and gives Clinton an 8-0 conference record, and they are the undisputed and outright conference champions as we head to the district tournament next week over in Searcy. And so what a great day here for Yellow Jacket softball as the Jackets win this one by a score of 9-8. Let's look back at that 7th inning rally, too. In that bottom of the 7th inning, Caitlin Thatcher led off with a ground ball to short. The shortstop threw it over the first baseman's head, and Thatcher reached first. Lily Smith flew out to left field for 1 out, and then Annabelle Sal walked, put runners at first and second with only 1 out. Abby Tharp came to the plate and drove a base hit to center field, scored Wilson with a tying run, and put the winning run over at third in Annabelle Sal. They intentionally walked Woodward to load the bases, and then McKenna Bettner took the first 2 pitches for a strike. She was in the hole 0-2, and then she had a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch for a base hit to center field. Sal scored, and the Yellow Jackets win it by a score of 9-8. Hey, Lacey Bill. I'm not sure who our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players should be on this one. It probably should be the whole team for today. For the whole season, these Lady Yellow Jackets, I'm not sure if anybody picked them to win the conference. Rosebud, perennial power, 2-time state champions. Everybody says Rosebud's going to win it. But the Lady Yellow Jackets beat Rosebud last Friday, then took down Ball Knob, a team with 3 state championships, and then finished the season 8-0. Job, Abby. Great job pitching, and a big hit at the end. Abby Tharp, pitcher, passing us by here. And so the Yellow Jackets are the outright conference champions, and we'll play in the district tournament next week at Riverview High School in Searcy. We'll know more about the bracket on Thursday, but the Lady Yellow Jackets will go to Russellville on Thursday for a non-conference game, and we'll be back here Friday against Valley Springs in a senior night game, so you don't want to miss that. You got one more chance to see the Yellow Jackets here at home, and that'll be Friday here against Valley Springs. I'm going to make the whole team the first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game, because this team never quits. That's the 4th game that they've come from behind to win, and just in the last 10 days. And so our first Arkansas Bank and Trust is the team of the game. It's the conference champion, Clinton Yellow Jackets. Man, it's been great to bring it to you today. It wasn't easy. It was cold and blustery, but we're gonna, whatever it takes to bring you Yellow Jacket sports, we're gonna bring it to you. I want to thank Keith Parrish back in the studios, and he does a great job of getting us on and off the air. I want to thank Keith. I want to thank Sid King back at the station, all the help he does to help us get on the air. I want to thank all of our great sponsors and all the great fans out there. I know a lot of people were able to stay home and watch and listen today. The live stream seemed to be good today. We're glad we could bring it to you today so you could both hear and see the Lady Yellow Jackets win a conference championship. Well, that's going to wrap it up from today. We'll be back on the air Thursday at 4:20 when the baseball team, the Yellow Jackets, play Valley Springs in senior night. That'll be Thursday. We'll be on the air at about 4:20, and then we'll be on the air Friday at 4:20 here as the Lady Yellow Jackets take on Valley Springs on senior night activities here on Friday. Well, it was fun to bring it to you. And as I always say, thanks for your time this time. Till next time, so long. Thanks, Keith. Great job.
Today's exciting Yellow Jacket baseball action has been brought to you by these fine sponsors, by Ozark Health Medical Center,